Hey everyone, it is High here, bringing another video on Dragon Ball Z Dokkan Battle. In this video, we're going to be discussing the evolution of the Extreme Z Awakening, or EZA as it's called. So with that, if you are new to my channel, like, subscribe, comment below, do all that good stuff, and always a shout out to DBZ Space and the Dokkan Wiki for info and images provided. So I figured this would be a perfect time to actually do one of these evolution videos once again, due to the fact we're on the cusp of Vegeta Blue having his EZA, and this will really close a chapter on kind of like, I don't know if you really call them OGs, but you know, we've gone through kind of a whole generation of Dokkan Festival exclusive EZAs, and now we're kind of moving into that kind of a new generation, and it's going to be very, very exciting here. So like I mentioned, I am going to be focusing on more or less Dokkan Festival exclusive EZAs. I will talk about some non-Dokkan Festival exclusive units and some free-to-play units, but primarily it's the Dokkan Fest units that we're going to be thinking about and reviewing. So anyway, let's go ahead and jump really into this here. So before we dive into the future of EZAs, let's go ahead and take a stroll down memory lane and remind ourselves where all these units actually ended up coming from. So first and foremost, let's talk about the original Dokkan Festival exclusive EZAs, and that is the OG 3000s. The OG 3000s is called that because back in the day, the leader skills for these were just plus to attack 3000, and we thought that was amazing. So a lot has changed over the years of Dokkan Battle, but these were the original ones here, going from Super Saiyan 3, Goku, Tech Cell, Ultimate Gohan, Strength Broly, and physical full power Frieza. Now the order that I'm placing these in is going to be in your filter order. I still don't understand why strength is before physical in the filtering system, because if you're looking at type advantages, it should be int physical then strength, and then kind of goes back around. I don't know. Anyway, so the OG 3000s were the first ones that did arrive and come out on the on both sides, you know, really the global and the JP version of the game. But of course, the one that's the OG 3000, that's a special one, that EZA, it's still one of the goats of all EZAs here, and that is the Strength Gogeta, right? So Strength Gogeta was a rainbow OG 3000. The other ones were just its type advantage plus the 3000. He was the all types, right? So these units here are still semi-relevant. I would say the ones that you'd see people use a lot of course, it's the Gogeta, the Tech Cell, and possibly full power Frieza. Super Saiyan 3 Goku, sometimes you really don't see Strength Broly, and you definitely don't really see it Gohan, Ultimate Gohan, unfortunately. So that's the OG 3000. Let's go ahead and move on to the next units here, and I'm just going to call them the type attack units here. These units here, the majority, which is 3 of these, were its type advantage plus 80% leader skill. Now Boo, Kid Boo, and then the AG Ultimate Gohan were kind of similar, I guess. You know, the Gohan was plus 70%, not 80%, and he's not Dokkan Festival exclusive. That's why he has an asterisk there. And then the Kid Boo is kind of a totally random, weird leader skill, but it really fits into this section of the EZAs, in which in my opinion, except for the AGL Gohan, which really shouldn't even be on this list, but there wasn't a Dokkan Festival AGL that kind of fit into the space, so I just kind of put him on there. So he is not Dokkan Festival exclusive, but the rest are, and all 4 of those type attack EZAs are absolutely relevant to this day. I think one of the best units for SBR is Super Saiyan 3 Vegeta. He can pretty much tank everything. Boo is an amazing support unit, and Janemba is just a beast. And then the Tech Beerus, he's going to be overshadowed by the new Dokkan Festival exclusive physical Beerus, but you know, Tech Beerus with LR, Beerus, and Whis were still an amazing combo, and that's still a fantastic combo on global today. So that's the you could say, you know, type 80 or type attack 80 grouping there, and all those units except for that Gohan, which is not a Dokkan Festival exclusive, are absolutely relevant to this day. So kudos to whoever designed those other 4 units. Now if you could move on to the next grouping here, and that's the God Leads. When the God Leads came out, I was very, very surprised. I thought they were going to go, you know, Demi first and then God Leads, but they went right into the God Leads. I think the first introduction was God Tanks, but these units here were 70% leads, right? So this was the really a strong meta back in the day. HP attack and defense 70%, and you had Super Vegito, you had God tanks, Int Boo. Every time I see Int Boo, it is definitely a traumatic experience from my main account trying to pull that unit. Total despair. I don't think I've ever experienced more despair than Buhan. So, and Omega Shenron, and then Physical Broly. When these units came out, Super Vegito was the king, right? He was an amazing unit. Changed the game with his counters. But as they EZA'd, I would say out of all these EZAs, Broly, which was actually the worst God leads, is the most useful, because you can put him on Pure Saiyans, movie bosses. I believe he's on Transforming Boost as well, and he's fantastic for endgame like Super Battle Road, and then of course the Goku events, since he's able to stack. So a lot of people really thought Super Vegito was going to be super OP. He has some, it's a very good unit. He does a lot of damage, but he has some issues with kind of how they designed him. So Buhan's still okay. God Tanks is okay. Omega Shenron's probably better than most people really think. Omega Shenron will be coming out on the global version of the game in a few days. So yeah, those are the God leads. And then actually what they ended up doing, or Dokkan ended up doing, was they actually started introducing the God leads along with the Demi-God leads, kind of back and forth, right? So finally, the Vegeta Blue, the Int Vegeta Blue unit is going to be EZAing, thus, like I say, concluding kind of this first full chapter of amazing EZAs, and we're going to talk about the future in a second. But you look at Super Saiyan Blue Kaioken, just an amazing unit to link up with the global first and currently exclusive Strength Super Saiyan Blue Kaioken unit there. Very good unit. Then you have another great endgame type of unit in Golden Frieza, a great tank. I think Vegeta Blue is going to be kind of an overall great unit. I think he's going to be definitely competing with like one of the best Vegeta Blues in the game. I think all the Vegeta Blues are actually amazing, but he's going to be definitely up there. Strength Cell is fantastic. Problem is he just doesn't link well with anybody. And then on global, Physical Goku Black here is tremendous. On JP, it kind of got shafted not getting that extra ki boost on his passive, but still, I think the Demi-Gods as a whole, I think those units are actually better than the God leads, their EZAs. So, which is unfortunate. I would have thought the God leads would have had better EZAs upgrades than the Demi-Gods, but I think as a whole, the Demi-Gods are more useful and more relevant in current gameplay. So, now where do we go from here? Like I said, so we already know where we're kind of heading toward, because the OG class leads are currently being EZA'd right now, Murzumasu, and then on global, the Vegeta Blue is just beastly. So there are two other units that should get an EZA very soon, and that's AGL Rose, and then Spirit Sword, or Spirit Bomb Sword, Rage Trunks. So in Trunks there, I don't know, I'll talk about timeline where I think he's going to fall into. I think Vegeta or Rose is going to EZA first, but no one's talking about this unit. I think I'm going to make a totally separate video for this unit here, and that is Timebreaker Bardock. I think Timebreaker Bardock will EZA during Saiyan Day, because it's a lot about Bardock and things of that nature, and Timebreaker Bardock is a non-Dokkan Festival exclusive, but he is a part of the OG class leads. He was a rainbow leader back in the day, but his passive skill is a flat stack increase, and usually only being able to increase with 2 enemies or more. He's going to get a tremendous upgrade, and I think that will happen sooner or later. I think it will happen during Saiyan Days. So, but we'll talk about, like I said, the timeline in a bit. Now, here's really the big question: is where do we go from here? The easy thing to think about is, okay, where do we go from Dokkan, from the OG class leads, to then what was the next upgrade? Well, the next upgrade was actually the 120% leads, and there's a lot of them. All right, there's a lot of them. You can see right here, there's a super and extreme Neo-God being the 120 leads here, and then the class leaders for the 120s as well. So as you can see, there's 14 units that would fall into this category here. and I don't think they're gonna do these anytime like soon. I think possibly we might see them after Golden Week on JP, but there's certain units that definitely need EZA. But then there's some other units that if they EZA'd like Super Saiyan 4 Goku and Vegeta, I can't even fathom. So I think those will be kind of toward the tail end of the year, or maybe even floating into the 6th year anniversary. That's right, the 6th year anniversary. So I don't foresee seeing these really anytime soon. I don't see the class 120% leads in Vegeta Blue, Rose, the Tech and Strength one, and then the Transforming Goku and Frieza. I don't see those EZAing until 2021. So just know that that's probably going to happen. Now, in between the Neo Gods, I think they're going to do a lot of free-to-play units EZAs. Once again, this is all speculation here, but I think these units here, the Baba leads and the OG free-to-play LRs, are ready to go. They are ready for a EZA bump here, especially the Baba leads. The Baba leads, no one uses typically them anymore. They were, in a sense, your god leads, but for your free-to-play players. But all their passives are awful. So I think it's time to bump them up to like 100 or 120% leader skill for free-to-play players, and then just give them more relevant passives, because at this point in time they're not good at all. So the OG free-to-play LRs, we've been asking for this for quite some time, right? Everybody's talking about, well, it's time to LR the Tech Super Saiyan Goku, right? The Prime Battle one. It's been forever. These units are kind of not really relevant. I think the only 3 usable units is Goku, Frieza, and in Battlefield the Ginyu Force, right? So because of the 5-year anniversary, we do have a lot of hope, because we know Zamasu here got his EZA. It really wasn't like a tremendous boost EZA, right? The level didn't increase from 150. It just had a little bit of extra oomph when it comes to their passive skill. And I think that's what they might do. They're not going to increase stats, because stats on these free-to-play LRs are still incredible. And they're just going to create a little oomph on their passive skill to make them more relevant. And I think that's fine. Their stats are very relevant to this day, and I think if they EZA'd them, it'll be pretty strong. So a little bit too OP, but they deserve it. In Piccolo is absolutely worthless, and even the androids, really don't use those units here. And I think it's time. Kind of to put these free-to-play units into the LR mix. Now the issue then is, well, if they're going to go this route here, they'll probably sprinkle in these Baba leads and OG free-to-play LRs kind of in between the time frame here. So let's kind of look at what I expect the timeline will be for basically the rest of the year, and basically into 2021 for the 6-year anniversary. So what I think is Timebreaker Bardock will be the EZA, and probably a lot of other like non-Dokkan Festival exclusive units will EZA along with Bardock. Maybe it's going to be like another like 7 EZAs on JP in on Saiyan Day. Oh, if they do that, they're going to have to do that for Global too, because if it's going to be a dual celebration. Okay, maybe not. All right, so maybe it's just going to be Timebreaker Bardock. That's fine. Timebreaker Bardock would still fall into a good spot for Global to get him EZA'd. So I think that's going to happen. And then I think probably during Golden Week, we might get Rose and the Trunks EZA. So sometime in between there, or really a part of it, we will see the Rose and probably Vegeta Blue as well for JP for it to happen. So can't wait for that. I'm very interested in seeing what Rose is actually going to look like. I think Trunks is still going to be kind of meh, unless he's like a double orb changer. If they do like a double orb changer and he's kind of a nuker, I think that'll make him tremendously better. Now when it comes to the Neo Gods, I think this is going to be kind of what the order is going to look like. Now probably starting in like June or July, we might get our first Neo God as an EZA, and it has to be either one, right? It has to be Kid Buu or Super 17, right? It's either going to be a Majin Buu celebration, which would be fantastic. I think Majin Buu Saga needs a individual celebration, or then a GT celebration, and then Super 17 getting the EZA. Now, another unit that really needs a EZA, probably more so than the other two, but I think it will fall into a different timeline here, is Super Saiyan 3 Broly here. Super Saiyan 3 Broly is garbage. he's not good, and just because of that defensive issue, he still works on, if you want to clear out things fast, he does tremendous amounts of damage. But I think there might be a Super Saiyan 3 celebration, and these three units here, Super Saiyan 3 Broly, Fizz Tanks, and Super Saiyan 3 Angel Goku, those three might end up actually having a bunch of EZAs. One thing that was surprising to me is the other world category for the New Year celebration for JP. They might have maybe snuck in the Angel Super Saiyan 3 Goku as an EZA, but that would have been a crazy surprise, and at least would know kind of where we're going. But maybe something else for Otherworld might go along with that. So, or like I said, in the Majin Buu Saga. So it could look something like this, though. We kind of have maybe a dual EZA right there, and move that kind of closer to that Int Buu. So another kind of dual festival they can do here also, of course, is Int Gogeta and Strength Janemba. Gogeta Janemba's kind of always together, and we might see some EZAs for there, and that will be ripped for, I'm guessing, Strength Gogeta. So I think those will EZA together. I think some random physical cooler here, which is still a very valuable unit right now. We'll get some kind of EZA kind of like toward the end of like the year, Christmas, New Year's. And I think the Super Saiyan 4 Vegeta and Goku will EZA during the 6-year anniversary. I don't see it happening in 2020. That's just me, because like I said, I think they'll do a lot of these free-to-play units here, a lot of like these story EZAs, these non-Dokkan Festival exclusive EZAs. But when it comes to Dokkan Festival exclusives, because after this is the 120 category ones, that's Tech Vegeta Blue, Strength Rose, Transforming Goku and Frieza. Those units are still amazing right now, so usable, and that's the whole point of EZAs, is that these units, they make them more relevant to this day and age, and some of these don't need it. However, some of them definitely do, like a Kid Buu, Super 17, Super Saiyan 3, Broly, things of that nature. But like cooler, even Int, Gogeta can still hold its own, and the rest of them hold its own, especially the Super Saiyan 4s. Super Saiyan 4s, if they and when they get their EZA, are just going to be crazy good. But by then, 6-year anniversary, and you know what, maybe another Super Saiyan 4 celebration, who knows, with that. But anyway, that's what I think is going to be the timeline from now until 6-year anniversary, or past 2020. Tell me what you guys think. Do you guys agree with me? Would you guys change the order? Probably, right? And do you guys agree that, hey, we're going to get some free-to-play opportunities here with the Baba Leads and the OG free-to-play LRs? I think it's absolutely time, right? So anyway, with that, hopefully you guys enjoyed this video, the evolution of the Extreme Z Awakening. This is the early 2020 edition. So anyway, with that, if you're new to my channel, like, subscribe, comment below, do all that good stuff. And if you're an OG, thank you for your continued support. Hit that notification button to stay up to date with all my videos. Thank you all for watching. Keep on Dokkaning. We'll catch you next time. Later.